Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Bernie here. Just wanted to do a quick video here. Again, I'm sorry that I have not been posting a lot of stuff, just been coaching, and it's really taken a lot of time. But I did get a chance to catch the game a little bit, more so in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, of course. And I think this game came down to, and before we do talk about that, please remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button again. The more likes, the more subscribers, the more that people will come watch the channel. Again, we're trying to grow this to be something bigger. And like I said, I'm sorry that I am not usually in my setup talking about the game, but I feel a little bit defeated. we took a loss in our tournament game, so it sucks that I couldn't be able to watch the game and the Celtics game and focus on my game, but more so I was focusing on my game in that aspect. But in terms of the Celtics, I felt like we blew that game. I think that there was a lot of times where we did not take the right, especially in the fourth quarter. I think that fourth quarter was really the big one. We all know that the Warriors have their third quarter bonanzas, that they go off in the third quarter. But to me, what really stuck out to me the most in that whole thing was the last 4 minutes of the game. We got so tight. We got to this situation where, Steph Curry goes off a little bit. He was great this game. Steph Curry had a virtuoso game. He was awesome. He was great. And then we didn't really respond in the right way, right? We kept it to we got it to a 2-point. We were 2 points ahead, and then Curry hits a big three. And then the timeout comes out. We take a lot of quick shots, and then Curry hits another three. And when that happens, when you notice that in a game, that's all the momentum taken away. And I just thought that at times Tatum, more so Tatum, I feel like reverted back to bubble Tatum. And what I mean by that is in the I can't remember if it was the 2019 bubble game against the Miami Heat. He kind of went 1-on-1. He went ISO. And really did not do a good job of taking advantage of a mismatch with Steph Curry on him. And I think when I look at that and when I see that situation of, when you have Tatum on Curry, you have to take advantage of the mismatch there. You cannot get away with him not going to the paint and finishing. I understand there's going to be a lot of help side defense. I get it. But at the same time, Tatum has to do a better job of getting in better positions for himself, whether that's in a low post catch, whether that is catching it a little bit closer to the basket. Because I think Cuffs, the legend, I watched a little bit of his live stream. He kind of talked about a little bit, was that when Steph Curry did catch, or sorry, not Steph Curry, but when Jason Tatum did catch the ball, he was catching it like 35 feet away from the basket. And and I think any coach will tell you this, any basketball aficionado like Cuffs or anybody that is in the basketball know, right? The further away you catch the ball, the easier it is to defend, the easier it is to kind of be knowing like where this guy's going to go, or because, right, I mean, the only guy that can really hit that 35-foot shot is going to be Steph Curry, right? That's the only guy in the world. No one else in the world is hitting that shot besides him. And so when you have a guy like with Tatum with such the advantage, with such athleticism, you need to take advantage of that situation. You cannot allow Tatum to not score in there. And the fact that Tatum had 23 points tonight, to me, wasn't the big issue in terms of to me, it was just the inefficiency, right? He had 6 turnovers. He was not aggressive enough. I felt like he could have been more aggressive. And when he is aggressive, he's just having a tough time finishing in the lane. And when you are in the NBA and you have missed shots and missed opportunities, what does that lead to? It leads to transition points. It leads to a transition break. And we all know that the Warriors are a great transition team. I mean, that's the reason why Klay hit that huge three. And I think that was the three that actually got him up to 6-point game. And to me, when that happened, I lost a little bit. I would say I lost faith. I lost faith in the Celtics, more so from the fact that you're in a. It's kind of comparing it to a boxing match, right? You're in the 11th round, and all of a sudden you get knocked in the mouth and you're feeling dizzy, right? You were trading punch for punch throughout the 3 quarters. The fourth quarter, you let it slip up a little bit, and now it's how you respond. And you're responding without rash decision making. And I just felt like at times when that was happening, when the Celtics were chasing that three, whether it was Marcus Smart in the corner, whether it was Marcus Smart in the wing, or whether it was Al Horford at the top, whether it was Tatum off a great out of bounds, which you got an open shot. The problem for the Celtics was that they tried too many times to do the home run, right? They tried to get all that points back with just a single 3-point shot, and that's the beauty and the double-edged sword of a 3-point shot. But for the Celtics, if I'm Ime Udoka, I'm preaching the way that we won our games, right? Game 1 and Game 3 was by being consistently scoring in the paint, having a lot of tough finishes, and we just did not see that from the Celtics tonight in the fourth quarter, right? I felt like it was more so shooting threes, trying to be more outside. When I understand they went Kevon Looney to try to counteract the Robert Williams athleticism, Kevon Looney obviously playing a little bit more minutes and I think was a little bit more effective than Draymond Green at times. But like I said, I really do think that this was a really big missed opportunity for the Boston Celtics to really potentially win the series, win the championship, because they lacked the self-awareness, the self-control to want to just jack up the threes, right? The big thing for me when it comes to this whole situation is how do you respond when it comes to the Celtics in terms of the Steph Curry barrage, right? Like I said, the Steph Curry barrage will always be there. It will always be a threat. And is the only guy I feel like on that team so far that has shown like, okay, yeah, I can hit that three. I can make that three. I'm going to put this game on my back. And again, you have to give credit to Curry for tonight's game in that aspect. But in the terms of the whole team, I felt that the Celtics did a lot better job of playing this game, doing the right things for the first four quarters up until the last 4 minutes. Where then, like I said, it got tight. Steph Curry made the threes that he needed to. And then the Celtics, again, just did not play self-disciplined enough to warrant a win tonight. And that, to me, is frustrating as a Celtics fan. And as someone that, like I said, I had the Celtics in 6. I think it's now going to go 7. And I still have the Celtics in 7. But at the same time, this is going to be tough, man. This is going to be a really tough game. Draymond didn't even play very well. I don't know if Draymond's going to play very well again in this series, in terms of, the points aspect and things like that. But at the same time, you have to take advantage of the opportunities that were given to you, and the Celtics did not do that. And that's the reason why we are now tied up at 2-2 instead of being up 3-1, which I think if we would have been up 3-1, it would have been over. But now you give them life. And I do think that they're going to win Game 5. We're going to win Game 6. And then Game 7 is a toss-up. The thing that I am frustrated, and I said it in my live stream, is that if this game goes to Game 6, you don't have to win another game in San Francisco. Now you have to go to San Francisco. Now you have to play against them. And now you have to get another W there, which, again, is no easy task. And the reason why I said, this is why you want home court advantage. This is why the Celtics needed to finish this game off in 6. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of, self-discipline. I think Ime Udoka has to call out the guys that need to. I think Tatum needs to be called out for not finishing around the rim when he has a mismatch. You have to call out Marcus Smart for taking those threes. Again, you love the confidence in Marcus Smart. You love the confidence in Jason Tatum at times, but you also have to be disciplined and smart and know when to take those shots and when not to take those shots. And again, like I said, it comes from a guy that, I've been coaching for 6 years, not saying that like, I know everything and things like that, but you can at least notice the patterns from game to game, series to series, all these years of watching basketball. You can feel it as a momentum thing. And I'm sure the numbers will back it up. I'll have to really look at the fourth quarter and see like how many paint touches we got, how many shots did we get in the paint, because I think that is where the Celtics can really do a damage in this series, is by actually attacking the paint, finishing around the rim instead of trying to take the outside shot. Again, the outside shot is there when we get the second chance points. Al Horford gets the rebound. Jason Tatum gets the rebound. Kick it out to Marcus Smart. Kick it out to Jaylen Brown. Kick it out to Al Horford. And then they make the threes. And because we did not do a good job of that and we kind of just settled, I felt like at times, that led to the barrage of Steph Curry. And again, give credit where credit's due. Played a great game, did awesome, but at the same time, the Celtics blew this game. And as a Celtics fan, that really hurts to say that we just blew a game because we were not self-disciplined and we did not take advantage of the mismatch. And I hope Emi Udoka, and I know he will, and that's why I trust him in this series, is that he's going to tell Tatum, he's going to tell Smart, he's going to tell Horford, he's going to tell Brown, we have got to get inside there. We have got to finish around the rim. We have got to do those things. And if we do those things, we're going to win the game because we are not a three-point shooting team. I think on par, we're average or middle of the tier when it comes to three-point shooting. Again, we were red hot a little bit just thanks to some Al Horford and Marcus Smart virtuosos from earlier in the series and even in the Miami Heat series. But we have got to do a better job in that aspect. So, again, it sucks to say that we blew this game, but we did. Now it's how we respond in Game 5. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. Again, I'm going Golden State in the fifth game, Celtics in the sixth, and then Celtics in the seventh. And we'll see what happens, man. Again, this has been your boy Bernie. Please remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.